How you doing, guys? It's Danny K. Welcome to the M&A Club, the Masculine and Alpha Club, where we try to bring and help men to be the most masculine and most alpha version of themselves. Today's a quick video. Right now, I'm just making quick videos and whatnot, spit some games, spit some knowledge to you guys. And there's one thing I want to let you guys know. Just because you're in a relationship or a marriage does not mean you're a simp. Just because you're in a relationship or a marriage does not mean you're a simp. Or you want a relationship doesn't mean you're a simp. And before I start that off, I know a lot of people going to be commenting, oh, you simp, are you? You're the simp. Hear me out. First and foremost, marriage-wise, it's not really advantageous for men, especially in America. So that's why I would not really agree with marriage. I agree you could have a wedding, you could have a wife, but marriage by the state, especially if it's not beneficial to you, I don't really agree with. I don't really agree because, it has no upside potential for you. But I do believe you want a wife, you could get a wife. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That being said, you're not a simp or a beta if you want a girlfriend, you want to get married, or have a wife, let me say, or get married is advantageous to you. You're not a simp for that. You're a simp if you're in a situation where the woman doesn't respect you. You're in a situation where you are getting disrespected. You're in a situation where you're not a man. You're not in your masculine alpha sense. That's when you start becoming a simp or a beta. You don't have to be in a relationship to be a simp or a beta. It's how you carry out, how you interact with females and men in your everyday life. If you're over here reserved, quiet, and not reserved, quiet, and bad, but like you just shy, you don't take initiative, you're not out there getting it, you're not out there setting standards for yourself, then you're a simp or beta. You don't even have to be in a relationship to be simp or beta. A lot of men I'm seeing, they're like, I don't want to be in a relationship because I don't be like this simp. You could be in a relationship. I see some alpha men in relationships. But the relationship they were in, they were the leader. The relationship they were in, they set the tone. It was their way or the highway. The relationships that you guys have in your head are the relationships where she's telling you what to do. You're running like a bat out of hell, doing everything she's telling you to do. She says jump. You say how high. Now, those type of relationships are beta and simp relationships. But there's nothing wrong with meeting a girl that proved herself worthy for a relationship, that proved herself to you, that's on your team, that's on your mission. She's a soldier that's on your mission. She wants you to improve. She wants you to get better. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not religious. If you're not religious, that's okay. But in the Bible says, a man that findeth a wife, findeth a good thing, a good wife. A lot of times you guys come in interact with females with a wrong head. You guys go and you give out whole energy or thoughtastic energy, so you tend to gather around thoughts. And not knowing this girl is not to be wifed. So a lot of men end up wifing the wrong girl, not knowing the 5% or the 1% girl is very rare to find. And most likely like that, you might not get married or you might not get in a relationship because it's very hard to find. And this is not a diss on anybody. This is not I'm going after anybody. I just want to clear the air about that. I just want to clear the air about the aroma of, if you're in a relationship, you get married, you're a simp. And that's nothing. That's further from the truth. Because I see men, and it's not a whole bunch of men. I'll let you know that right now. But like out of 10 relationships, probably like 2, 3, max. Yeah, 2, 3, like 20, 10% of relationships, the man is alpha and leading in the relationship. The man is alpha and leading in a relationship. And I've seen this. I've seen this in my life. I've seen beta relationships, simp relationships, more than I've seen alpha masculine relationships. But it's there. And if you're a man that you meet a girl that's proved herself to you, she says, yo, I'm here for you. She's like Ruth in the Bible. She's like, wherever you go, I'll go. Wherever you go, I'll follow. Your people be my people. Your God, my God. That's your dream is this. I want to help you to achieve your dream. I want to be your helpmate. I want to invest in you. If you meet a girl like that, I don't blame you for getting a relationship or even wifing her up. I don't blame you. Because at the end of the day, you probably want to have kids. You probably want to build a family. And a two-family household where two people are in their roles, their masculine and feminine roles, their kids tend to do better further and go further on in life than people who don't have that. And this is something that a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of people don't talk about in the red pill community and the manosphere and all. A lot of people don't talk about what should you do, what should you look for, the qualities you should look for in a good wife. We talk about the bad qualities. We talk about we talk about the bad qualities. And best believe I talk about the bad qualities too. But not knowing that, don't get too caught up in the bad qualities where you don't see the good qualities in somebody. So men, if you have a girl and you're in the appropriate age, I always say it's best in your 30s. But if you're in the appropriate age and you find a girl that's on your team, that wants to help you, that wants to make you breathe, that wants to be a helpmate, that follows her feminine role. There's nothing wrong with being in a relationship with somebody like that, because they pay the cost to be in a relationship. They pay the cost to be your girl. They pay the cost to be your wife. And if she paid the cost, she sacrificed for you, there's nothing wrong with you rewarding her. Reward people that are there for you. Reward people who are willing to kill for you. Reward people who are willing to die for you. Because I had this before. When you have a girl that's willing to slit throats for you, that's a girl that you keep around. That's a girl that you honor. And not honor like, oh my gosh, oh, bow down. No, but it's like, dang. You put in a higher position than every other female that you're dealing with. That's what a girlfriend and a wife is. She's not every other female. She showed that she's on your team. She proved herself to you. You don't get a starting position by just like, no. The problem with nowadays, a lot of men are giving starting positions to what's supposed to be 4th, 5th string players. Not knowing that you're going to have to scout. Not knowing that you're going to have to meet. You're going to meet a lot of garbage. So if you meet somebody and they're down for your team, they're down for whatever you're down for, they follow what you got to say, and you're fit to lead, and they're down for you, they're not messing around with all these other guys. They're only focused on you. They're not thoughting it up. She's on your team. She's on your mission. She's on your purpose. She's helping you to achieve your purpose. She's a mother. By character, she's nice. She's fundamentally a kind person. I have this quote. Where did I put it at? It's a good quote. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't throw it out. Oh, damn. I think I threw it out. Oh, it was a good quote. It was a good quote. It says, kindness is a good character to find. But I'll make videos about it. I'll make a video series about it. Right now it's the game series. I'm dropping 2 more episodes next week. 2 more episodes next week on the game series. And one of the series is about how to find a good female or how to spot a good mate. You know, so that'll be a good series, because a lot of times we talk about the bad things, we bash, we go hard in the paint, but we don't talk about the good things. Because there are, I know, listen up, guys, there are good people out there. There are good people out there. You're just going to have to go find, we're going to have to go recruit and vent them out. But there are good females out there. There are females that are not thoughts. Not all females are thoughts. The percentage is probably low because it's advantageous, not advantageous, but they think it's advantageous to them. It's not a lot. But I met a couple, not a lot. Out of 100 girls I met, probably like 2, 3, max like 5, 6. But once you find that 5, that group of people, you start focusing your focus point on there. There's some girls I know like, yo, after I went to a relationship, I could not deal with nobody. I just put in work. I just put in work in myself. 3 years, I ain't do nothing. And as a man, the intuition tells you this girl's telling the truth, this girl's lying. And you can see. You don't just be like, oh, yeah, she's saying this, so believe her words. No, see, you vent. It takes 6 months to a year. I say 2 years, you can vent. You can see the real. You can see what's really happening. But as that type of people or girls are very small. I'm not going to lie. It's not like, 50% of girls. No, it's not like that. It's a very small percentage. But if you find somebody who's down for you, if you find someone who's down for you, who's motherly, who's not out here acting a fool, and they might not be the most fun. They might not be like these girls that drop it like it's hot because they have experience. They might not be like that. But what do you want in your life? What do you want? If you're a man that wants a relationship, you want somebody that's there consistent, somebody that respects you, somebody, and they might not be the this hot girl. They might not be like the girls that you like. Let's be real, not be like the porn star, but they're good for you. Wife type. She may not be this. Oh, I want to go. She might be like that, but she'll be a good mother to your kids. She'll be a good wife to you. She'll commit her wifely duties. She'll do the job. She'll do the job. It may not be as an employee. You're employed. I say you're the CEO of your own company. You're employing people. You might have a person who's qualified CEO position. They might not look the best CEO. They might not be like, oh, dang, this CEO, he's a good representative. He's tall. He has $100 million smile, sparkle in his eyes. Oh my God, he dresses like this tip. They might not be like that. He might come in. He's like, dang, this person. He's very laid. He's very straightforward. Very reserved. Like he's very preppy. He's not the biggest person, not the tallest, he's not the shortest either. He gets the job done. And that's what you need. If you want that. If you want a relationship, if you want a wife, you have to look for somebody who has character and kindness, virtue. Allen Iverson's wife, she's like this, yo, I'm not going to run this guy to the cleaners. She could have ran Allen Iverson to the cleaners. Woo! But she didn't do that because she really had love for him. It's like this, I wanted just a little bit, let him have that. I used to spend him on like a drunken sailor. So if you're a man, you tell me, oh, that's a bad woman, I'll bet you crazy because she would have gave that guy a good rear ending, but she didn't do that. Allen Iverson would have been broke if she wanted to, but she didn't do that. So as I said, look for what you want. Don't say, if you're not ready for relationship, don't be over here like, oh yeah, no. Know what you want. But if you want a relationship, know that the person that you want won't have all this craziness that you probably want. I want to go gawking, do all this stuff. She probably don't even got experience to do that. Oh, she bored. What do you think? What do you think a good girl or a wife gonna be? I'm not saying bored like oh Sally, no, but she's not gonna be really out there like that. I tell girls, you want a guy who has all this. If you want a man who's making a lot of money, best believe he's gonna be hustling a lot. He's not gonna be always out there partying and turning up. No, your conception is fake, and a lot of men sometimes have that misconception. You're probably going to have to bring it out of her, that side that you want. You're probably going to have to work to bring it out of her, because she's not like that. So just know what you want, gentlemen. Know what you want, men. I know this was supposed to be 2-3 minutes, but I just had to talk about this because I see a lot of men, I can understand, who you've been through, it's, oh my gosh, he cheated, oh my gosh, this and that. I didn't think, because you're too caught up in, how she looked, you're too caught up in the poom, and it starts, as I always tell everybody, don't have sex. As a man, try your best not to have sex. Take yourself don't have sex and see how you feel about it. See what she's really about. Because a girl's supposed to be in your life more than sex. More than sex. You have a wife, it's definitely more than sex. Taking care of your kids. Your wife will be, I'll go into that game later. What a wife's supposed to do. What a wife doesn't. Choosing a wife is very important. If you want a wife. Choosing her is very important because she teaches your kids. So if you choose a harlot, a Jezebel, a girl that's been on her thought-tastic voyage of her life, guess what she's going to teach your kids? How to have thought-tastic voyages, how to be a thought, how to not be a godly woman or a godly man. She'll teach your kids very bad things. But this came from another day. I'll talk about that later. Just remember, guys, you're not a simp if you want a relationship or you want a wife. You're not a simp by that. Marriage, you have a disadvantage unless like you come here, you're an immigrant, and you're like, I want to get married for papers. I can understand that. Like, I'm feeling this girl. It's advantageous to me if I get married because I have this and that. I can understand that. But if you're a man, if you could have papers, a contract signed on, like you're my wife, this and that, you sign it. Or if you want to get married, you sign a prenup or whatnot. If you be the girl that's down for your team, that wants to be with you, that's with you through whatever. And no, now I don't like saying through whatever. I don't like saying that out there. But she's on your team. She wants She's on your program. She's dedicated to the mission and to the cause at hand. And she's a motherly type of bitch. She's kind at heart. If you want to get married or have her as a wife or have as a girlfriend, it's no problem. You're not a simp for that. If you're in your masculine, most alpha state, and she's following the leader, you're the leader, and you're a good leader, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't listen to anybody else that says this is Danny K. Welcome to the Masculine Alpha Club. I just had to make this quick video to just put game and just to tell you guys that you're not simp if you want a relationship or you want a wife. And just I'm single right now, just paying the field, but. So this not coming from guys like, I'm a relationship, so I have something to say. Speak on relationship. I'm a relationship, so I might as well just say that because I'm in a relationship. No, I'm not in a relationship, so I could speak on something like that. I'm out of the picture. So I'm not speaking from a one-sided viewpoint. If I was married or in a relationship, of course, you say, of course, he's saying that because he's married or in a relationship. No. So this is coming from the heart. This is coming from what I've seen. And there's a whole lot of game behind this. I could talk about this topic for hours and hours on end. But it's just going to be a basic snippet, a basic thing. Tell me what you think about it in the comments down below. Do you think that you're a simp if you're in a relationship? Or you have a wife? Do you think you're a simp? Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. Tell me like, oh, damn, you shut up. Say it. Say it. Tell me what you think. Danny K out.